Hey guys, so in today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about my journey on how I went from zero net worth to almost $1 million in net worth year after year, right? So I'm going to show you a nice story format where I'm going to show you exactly what my net worth was when I started and each year how it actually changed. So stay tuned. Now, the first year is 2017. Now, this was the year I actually finished my college education and I came back to Mumbai and I was looking for my first job. Now, just like everyone else, the first job was not an easy task because I had to go to Naukri, Monster, and all the different websites, apply everywhere. And I wanted to either become an investment banker or a management consultant, right? I was very clear on that. Now, sadly, I couldn't become a management consultant because apparently they had different exams to even pass that. So I just ended up doing investment banking. Now, this was my first year as a person doing a job. My first job was as an investment banker, and my salary at that point was 50,000 rupees, which was approximately a 6 lakh CTC. But in hand, after cutting all the taxes, I used to get somewhere around 44,000 rupees in hand, right? Now, obviously, I was still staying with my parents, so I didn't have rent and other expenses like food and rent. But I only had traveling expenses that I used to take from my place where I was staying in Chembur to Lower Parel. Now, at this point, the max I could get in a year, my max income in a year was approximately 5.5 lakhs. That's it. Now, because my expenses were very low as I was staying with my parents, I started saving a lot of money, right? And I started saving a lot of money. I started investing in crypto at that point because in 2017, crypto was having this weird ICO boom. So I invested around 2.5 lakhs into crypto and kept it for some period of time. Now, why is that important? I'll come a little bit later in that part. But at the end of 2017, year one, 2017, my final net worth was somewhere around 2.5, 3 lakhs, not more than that. Okay. Now we reach 2018. Now this is when things started becoming very interesting. Now in 2018, I met this character called Varun Maya, okay, who was also my co-founder and my cousin. And he had just sold his first company called JobSpire. And he was looking out to start another company, right? And at the same time, I was in Bangalore as well. I was talking to him and he said, you know what? Both of us are smart people. Quit your job and come work with me. Let's do something together. And we called it Avalon Labs. So I think in a span of around 3 months, I quit my job, jumped ship, came to Avalon Labs in approximately end of 2017. So 2018 start, I was in Avalon Labs. Now at this point, the company is a bootstrap company with approximately zero revenues, right? Because we just started. So obviously I'm not going to take a salary, right? And the company was doing services business, right? Services business basically meant we were building websites for people, we were doing marketing, we were doing blogs, we were doing anything and everything under the sun. And since I had financial knowledge, you won't believe what I was doing at that point, right? I was actually building business decks. I was building, business plan decks for people in the States and UK, and obviously charging in dollars and pounds. So, and people were paying a lot at that point, almost approximately 3 to 4 lakhs for one business deck, right? So I was good at that. I could finish it in maybe a 3 or 4 day time, and I used to make 3-4 lakhs at that point. But again, I still couldn't take a salary. For the next 6 months, we never took a salary. Why? Because whatever we could earn, we would put it back into the company. At this point, the company raised a small amount of money at that point in 2018. And at that point, the company was valued at $1 million. Right? The company was valued at $1 million. Now, when the company got valued at $1 million, my approximate net worth at that point had grown to around 250K, which is somewhere around 1.5 crores. Again, all of that is just on net worth, not in my hand, right? In my hand, I was still not taking salary because we were reinvesting everything here. But you see, I would have never got 1.5 crores if I was actually working in IIFL or continuing my investment banking job, or I could have got 1.5 crores, but it would have taken me at least 5 to 6 years. Now automatically in a 1 year jump, my net worth went from 3.5 lakhs to 1.5 crores. Great, this was awesome. Now things get more interesting after this. Now we reach 2019. This is the second year of operations of Avalon Labs. Now in 2018, when we started bootstrapping, right, we were very lenient. We were doing the lean startup model. We were working with a lot of clients in US and UK. And then we realized, okay, we should work with clients in India. We started building a massive team. We instantly grew to around 50 employees at that point. The fun part about this was the journey, not about the money, but it was the journey because it was super exciting and super fun to build a company from scratch. We got our first office. We got 50 employees. We started becoming profitable from a revenue perspective. So we were every month we were making profit. So it was a very beautiful time. But then what happened is, if you look at the net worth graph, that didn't grow. Right? So in 2018, it was at 1.5 crores. In 2019, it didn't grow by an inch. Why? Because we made the company very big, right? We again got salaries, but not great salaries. It was just lower than market salaries, because I had to hire good people and reinvest whatever I would have taken as salary back into the company to grow my net worth. So the entire time of 2019, where we had 50 employees, both me and Varun used to take all the money that we used to get, put it back into the company and hire experts so that we can keep growing the company and growing the revenues, right? And we were not taking salary at that point. But at that point in 2019, from 2018, the revenue jump was zero. The net worth jump was completely zero. Nothing. Kind of sad, right? But then we realized this towards the end of 2019 that, you know what, we're running a services company. It might not be great. So let's slightly pivot into something else. And we were seeing this emergence of influencer economy kicking in. And that's when Varun wrote a book, went on Instagram, started growing his audience. And that's when I started posting my first video on YouTube. It's actually 2.5, 3 years old. It was a horrible video that I've taken down already. And it was very bad, right? It was very bad of me explaining inflation to my own self 5 years ago. So there was another version of me right here. So it was stupid. But at that point, what happened? In 2020, we started running this thing called Avalon Meta. Okay, and in early 2020, Feb 2020, we ended up raising a $420,000, approximately $420,000 at a very good valuation number, right? This was our second funding round. Now, instantly when the second funding round happened, my net worth, which was 1.5 crores in 2018, which was still 1.5 crores in 2019, automatically shot up to approximately 5 crores in 2020. Right, which is almost like a 3x, 4x, 3x almost jump, right? Now, this was good. Again, this was very nice because now you get funded. Now you can take little more salary than what you were taking before. But again, me and Varun used to always take below market salary. Only reason being we can put it back into the company and grow it again. Now, in 2020, we started this thing called Avalon Meta, which was an edtech platform. We started going on Discord. So we built India's largest Discord community with respect to education. We had around 50,000 members there. We ran multiple cohorts with me doing pro leagues, Varun doing pro leagues, different mentors coming and doing pro leagues, and everything was good. But you see how the revenue was normal, but you see how the net worth started jumping constantly. So that is very important. Cut to 2020 gets over. So from 2019, we're at 1.5, 2020, we're at 5. And now comes the next big step, which is 2021. And boom, COVID happens, right? Now let me talk about 2021 separately. Now we come to 2021, okay? In 2020, if you remember, COVID hit, right? A lot of businesses got affected. Everyone was struggling, everyone was suffering, and it was really bad because we couldn't even get out of our houses. All the offices went work from home, right? Everyone was saying work from home is awesome. But some people obviously got lazy with work from home. It's always better to sit in an office, work with an environment together. At this point, we said, you know what, we're running this edtech community. It's doing really well. We're getting a lot of revenues. Everything's awesome. But, we are very good at building communities. So me and Varun said, you know what, why don't we keep this edtech company running, right? But let's try pivoting into a company that is, or not pivoting, let's evolve into this community platform, which will do really well. And that was this gut feeling that me, Abhinav and Varun had got at that point. And we said, okay, let's do this. Let's build India's first community platform, because no one had built a community platform till now in India. And we started off building that, right? So in 2020 ending, we got all our engineers together, started building this amazing community platform. And 2021 Feb is when I got married. And at the same time, it was so coincidental because I got married in 2021 Feb. And in Feb, we closed another funding round. And this was a very big funding round, which I can't disclose sadly, with a very big valuation. But my net worth, which was around 5 crores, now jumped to much more than $1 million, right? Much more than $1 million. Now, I'll tell you all of this compressed after a point. But what we did was we raised our pre-series A. We built India's first community platform called Avalon Scenes. You guys might have heard of it. Raised a very good round, started scaling it, built it. Now, actually, currently, we built it even better right now. So we're doing that as well. And again, now you would you would be like, okay, Shashank, you got married and you took another pre-series A round. So again, at least now you guys would be getting like a crazy salary and everything's awesome. No. again, we stuck to the same thing. We took how much is required for us, not too greedy, right? Just to sustain, not too low, obviously, because you don't want to keep thinking about money. Something that is equal, that is good for everyone. And then we put all that money back into the company, hired the best engineers out there from amazing companies, hired the best talent everywhere. And now we're doing some crazy shit at Avalon Scenes, right? So now this is what happened. And now 2021 is almost ending. We're almost at 2022, but this at current position of 2021, as I'm doing this video, the net worth has jumped from 5 to almost, I can't tell you, but more than one, right? Much more than one, sadly. But let me now get you back, right? All this is done. You understood the entire journey. Let's compress it now. Back when I was working in my first job as an investment banker, and you'd be like, Shashank, investment banker, what? Crazy, right? Investment banker, you see all these Bollywood movies where they come with a suit and tie and you assume that they're always rich. Yes, they are rich because they get a good salary. But if the investment banker had to make more than $1 million in revenue or more than $1 million in net worth in 4 years, it would be extremely difficult. Right? Extremely difficult. He could have made it. Maybe it would take 7, 8 years or 10 years to make it, but it would be extremely difficult for someone to do that. Right? Number one. Number two, if you look at the jump, right? The first year it was zero. Fine, you just finished college. Don't expect you finish college, you'll become $1 million in 1 month, right? And don't look at all these crypto things that you see where you invest in, Dogecoin and then suddenly you become a millionaire overnight. All that is just on paper. You have to work hard to get your first $1 million. It's not that easy. So 2017 was nothing. 2018, we just started the company, so the net worth was not very valuable. 2019, it didn't move at all. But then you see the jump, 2020 and 2021, right? The last 2 years have jumped quite significantly. What do you think is going to happen in 2022? Right? So I don't know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. But what we did over time was we started saving a lot of money. We started building bank so that now tomorrow, if anything happens, right, we are still protected and everything's awesome. Right? But again, it would still, if you ask me, Shashank, would you go back? And, if I'd gone back and said, I'll just continue my path as an investment banker for this 4 years, maybe my salary from 6 lakhs would have been 25 lakhs right now on a yearly basis, right? As an investment banker after 4 years. That too, I'm giving a massive jump. I don't think it would have been 25 lakhs. It would have been maybe 17 or 18 lakhs if I was really good at my job. And I am. So it would have been around 17, 18 lakhs, right? On a yearly basis. To reach a net worth of more than $1 million would be next to impossible. So all I'm saying is, when you're trying to figure out what you want to do in life and you think that you've got a very damn good job and stuff like that, and if you're super ambitious for it, right? A lot of people are in a job, they're getting monthly salary, they're very happy. Kudos to that. I'm not saying anything against them. But if you have very high ambitions and you want to become a millionaire, firstly, it takes time. It's not something that you do overnight. Second, it takes a lot of hard work, which creates some kind of luck, and you should have an eye for opportunity. And if you do all this coupled with a great team, if you don't have a good team next to you, it's very difficult for you to succeed. And if you do all that, it's not that difficult, right? It is easy. So for all the people who are saying that, you invest in something and become a millionaire overnight, I don't believe in that, because I've done it the traditional way, which is hard work. And I'll keep continuing doing that because I'm now currently 28, 29, and I have another 31 years of working left, assuming I retire at 60. So I have another 31 years to figure my shit out. And this is how I'm multiplying my wealth. So my question to you guys is, how are you guys multiplying your wealth? Now, I want to ask you guys a fun question. Now, you've seen what happened in 2021. Now, I'm excited for 2022. What do you guys think will happen to me in 2022, or my net worth in 2022, or the Avalon Scenes net worth in 2022? I want to know that in the comments below. And if you like this video, it's more about you understanding your money, understanding your finances. It's not about, I'm making so much or you're making so much. It's about how you understand how wealth grows. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, because I'm trying to hit a 100K subscription goal by March, right? So that's the goal I'm trying to do. Okay. Thank you guys. This is me, Shashank Godupa, signing out.